Hi, it's Enrique, Camp Perspective. Today we have Bruno, our daycare and training puppy. In this video, we're going over the long leash phase. Long leash phase is just kind of a step forward to like the off leash kind of e-collar, just kind of also seeing like where he's at with his training. When we're handling the long leash, we have a 30 foot one. We put our right thumb through the loop like this, and we close it. And I'll have my e-collar in my right hand. Right now he's on a 9. Yeah, he's at a 9. Left hand is open, and then the long leash is behind me. So the reason why we want this setup is so that Bruno doesn't see the leash here, even though he's kind of low to the ground. He still can see the leash right here because dogs have a very peripheral vision. So since they think in pictures and everything, that he's constantly seeing a leash attached to him. So once we remove this picture or we change the picture, we can see some confusion. But yeah. So we're gonna go through all the commands. Heel. So heel is gonna look the same, like the way we teach it and everything. Left leg is still moving forward. It's just that if we have to correct it, let's say he starts to pan out, we don't have the leash to stop him, so he technically has 30 feet to keep going. When that happens, we're just gonna kick in with the pressure and keep putting pressure on him until he comes back, because eventually he'll hit the long leash, and I can reel it in, just kind of speed it up, speed that process up faster, but giving him more distance to kind of give from me. And the most important part is keeping your movements and keeping your left side facing left side facing Bruno, because left side is heel, right side is not heel. So if we keep this against Bruno, it'll kind of give him a hint of like where to go and just to follow. So if we keep moving, he knows to follow. If we stop and address and we try to address it like that, it can be a little difficult since he doesn't know what to do and nothing's really moving or happening. So again, heel, left leg, good. And I'll be going through, we'll just do a little walk first. And then now I can do a right turn here, so left, right, left. Good. Good. Can do a left turn here, which is slow down. Then it's the right leg, left leg, and right leg. Good. Good job, Bruno. Good. Left turn here. Right, left, right. Good. And sometimes the leash will get tangled on the dogs when we're doing this. It's fine. We just keep working him through it. And then come to an auto stop, and then he sits. Good boy. Oh, he's got a mat under his armpit. Okay. So all that looked pretty normal. Usually dogs will get confused. Some dogs, or for the board and trains, it's usually they'll get confused since they haven't, I guess, been exposed to more of the e-collar with like the owners and such. So here, since he's a daycare and trainer, the owners have been practicing. So we're starting to see a lot of improvement, like very fast improvement with Bruno's e-collar training. So nothing out of the ordinary. He did really well. Like I said, if he were to pan out, it'd be same thing, correcting and moving forward, and then just keeping your movement right. There's no risk of him running away because we are still attached to him. We just have 30 feet of 30 feet of leash. For the next command, we can go through right here. It could be stay. So everything remains the same as stay, but now we have 30 feet to kind of give him the space and increase the distance of like him staying there. So here, stay, good. Pivot out with the right foot, and then here tap, tap. Wait a moment, good. Give some space again, so tap, tap, good, good. Good. I like to move the leash around because sometimes I like that tap, 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 tap. Stop the tapping, okay? Tap, tap, tap. Good. 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 Hey, Andy. What time do you leave?
3.
For your last 30 minutes, did you and Elias want to socialize Layla in here with the muzzle and all?
Sure. What do you want to use?
You can keep this group. You can leave Hank in here.
Sounds good.
So here, tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. So once Bruno, not she, as soon as the butt gets up from the ground, I'm kicking it with pressure. And then what can happen is Bruno was thinking, oh, probably go to Enrique, which is incorrect. So I keep the pressure up and then keep the pressure going until I get Bruno at this spot in a sitting position. I don't repeat anything. There's no sit, stay, or anything like that. It's just getting him to the spot in the position. What else? So we can use more distractions as well. Usually the dogs will have a hard time with the leash moving around and the leash tugging, right? So it's what I like to use just to show you guys how to kind of correct the long leash stuff. So here, tap, 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 tap. Hold right here, good boy. And wait a moment, okay. Good. Good. Bruno. We're gonna move on to the down. Good. Down. So here, tap, 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 tap. Wait a moment. Almost. Tap. And good boy. He likes to flip sometimes, I think, if I remember correctly. Good boy. Good. And then same thing. So here, tap. Tap. Good. There we go. Much better. Good. Some praise. Good boy. Good. And then we move out. Good. And then same thing. We have the 30 feet to create the distance. Down stays the same, the way we kind of command it. We stay down, there's no response, we start the tapping. And then we pivot out. And if he gets up, again, tap, 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 and bring him back to the spot and get him back into the position. Good. So, like I said, once he sits up or even just moves a little bit, I'm kicking with pressure and bringing him back here. Because I said down here, not down or anywhere else. Good. Good boy, Bruno. Good. Break. Yes, good boy. So now we can do place. Good. He's probably going to go on it as soon as I lay it down. Or not. Come on, Bruno. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good, so place remains the same. We just now have 30 feet to do the send off, right? Bruno's already been practicing long, like the duration part of place with distance, because here we have columns and tethers, so we can walk away from him, and he is still to stay there. And he's been doing really good with that. So here, place, tap, 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 tap. Good boy. Good. Could be because it's a new object. So tap, tap. Good job. Good. Because we use a different one on the floor. Yeah. that a growl?
Do I tap the growl?
Yes. Now the next growl is waiting for a little bit to see what happens after the growl. Heel. Good boy. New command overrides the old command. So here. Place. Tap. Good boy. So tap, 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 tap. Good boy. Good. Since we're introducing long distance duration work, sometimes owners will take advantage of this, or they'll think that they can do a recall from here, which is incorrect, right? You can lower your number, which is incorrect because, or it's not technically wrong, it's just it's going to create an issue for you. So when we're doing long distance stays, place downs, we don't want to do a recall from here because we don't want Bruno to realize that he's able to release himself from a stationary command from a distance, that he's only allowed to be released from a stationary command when we're right here, right? So what can happen is if we do place and recall and we're repeating that process over and over, eventually what can happen is place, he goes there, we walk, and he might release himself when we're walking away, or if we turn, he'll just release himself. So then you would have to keep correcting and doing it back and forth and repeating that whole thing over and over again. So we just tell the owners, just don't do recall from stationary commands. Now, if it's like the recall setup we did in the video where it's a one handler holding Bruno, one handler doing the recall, that's fine because he's not in command. We're just kind of forcing him to stay somewhere or just going to away from the person doing the recall. Good. And then again, new command overrides old command. So now we can start to blend things. So heel, tap, good boy. Good. So then we can go to like, let's see here, down, tap, 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 good boy, good. Pivot out, tap, 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 good boy, good, good. Ooh. Sorry there, good. So I know I've been saying break when we wanted to do another command, but then we can go to the heel, or like if the place command, we can do place as well. Bruno, place, tap, 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 tap. There we go, good. Good. So heel, stay, sit, down, place. Recalls already done with the long leash, but nothing out of the ordinary. He did really good. Just some little details we can kind of sharpen up here, just like the downs, drilling the downs a little bit more, and then the place with the distance part. He's good at staying. Just we can see if we can increase the distance with him. But other than that, you want to practice this phase for a while because this is technically like the proofing stage. Since he has all this leash to kind of break away, we can see like what he'll do in like certain situations, like under stress. So maybe you're practicing in the park with the long leash and a firework goes off and he takes off. if you're not quick enough to use the e-collar, you at least have that long leash for that safety, you know, just before you start, you know, having Bruno being off leash trained. So there's like phases. So it goes short leash, long leash drag, and then no leash in an enclosed area, and then no leash in an unenclosed area. So this is going to be the longest phase, the long leash phase, and then just want to make sure that you're comfortable with everything that Bruno is kind of giving you and all the commands, the way he's responding. What else? But other than that, good boy.